Minecraft 1.19 is officially here. Well, kind of. This is the second release candidate of Minecraft 1.19. For the ones who don't know, a release candidate is basically a potential final version. So something could still change in the final release, but 99% of the time it are only some small bug fixes. So this is Minecraft 1.19. This is what will be released tomorrow. At least at the time of recording this video. When you are watching this video, it is today. Minecraft 1.19 is coming out today. And we are gonna take a look at it. So before we start, it would really mean a ton if you could leave a like on this video. Also check if you're subscribed to the channel. Most people who do watch my videos are actually not subscribed. Even though it just takes a single click. 2 clicks if you also want to enable notifications. And with those 2 clicks, you would help me out for a lifetime. And then, without any further ado, let's dive right into this. So Minecraft 1.19, better known as the Wild Update, is the next big update here inside of Minecraft. Lots of cool things have been added and today we're gonna take a look at all of them. And here we got one of the cool new things that have been added. The Mangrove Swamps. So this is a brand new biome inside of Minecraft. It is called the Mangrove Swamp and inside of it we have big mangrove trees. Now these blocks over here are called mangrove roots and they grow from mangrove trees. Now after looking for a bit, we can also find mangrove log, which is actually the stem of this tree. We also have mangrove leaves, these are just normal vines. And here on the ground we also have a brand new block that is called mud. So we now got mud in Minecraft. How cool is that? Now you can actually create mud yourself, but I will show you how to do that later. Now here inside of the mangrove swamp you can also find yourself the mangrove propagule. And this is actually the sapling of the mangrove tree. So unlike other trees, the saplings don't fall from the leaves. It's not like if you break a leaf there's a chance it can spawn a sapling. No, the saplings will actually grow beneath the leaves. This over here is a growing mangrove propagule. And eventually when it's big enough you can break it and you will get yourself a mangrove propagule, which you can use as a sapling to create a new mangrove tree. Now inside or close to these swamps you can also find yourself a brand new mob. And that is the frog. So here we got one really close to the mangrove swamp. This is the frog in Minecraft. Now there are actually multiple different types of frogs that can spawn. Here you can already see that this frog here has another color than this one. So the frog has 3 variants. And the variant they are all depends on the biome they spawn in. If they spawn in a warm biome, they will have another color than if they spawn in a cold biome or in just a normal temperate biome. Now this frog over here is actually the frog that spawns in warm climates. Now this frog over here spawns in the normal temperate climate. And this is by far the frog you will see the most. And inside of this ice spike biome, if we spawn a frog, you will see that it once again has a different color. And this is the type of frog that will spawn in a cold climate. So it all depends on where they spawn and it actually makes it quite fun to collect them all. Because you will literally have to travel the world to find every single frog type. Now of course, frogs are not frogs all of a sudden. They don't just spawn in. Well, actually they do. But let's say they wouldn't, then frogs would grow from tadpoles. So tadpoles are also in the game and this is what they look like. Look at him, he's so small. These tadpoles will eventually grow to be frogs. And the kind of frog they grow in, once again, all depends on the climate. And besides the tadpole, we also got 3 brand new blocks that have to do with the frogs. They are called the frog lights and we have 3 different types of them. This one, that one and that one. Now every frog light here represents one of the frog colors. And the frogs will actually be able to drop one of these. Now the way a frog will drop one of these frog lights is if it consumes a tiny magma cube. Yes, actually. So in order to obtain one of these blocks, you will need to take a frog and let it eat a tiny magma cube. And that's the only way to get it. So basically you have to take your frog to the nether and let it eat a tiny magma cube. Now I'm pretty sure bringing an animal like a frog to the nether is not something you would just do, but you actually need to do it, otherwise you can't get these blocks. Now frog lights look nice and that's all they do. They're just for decoration, they look great, but there's nothing more to them. They don't have an animation, nothing like that, they're just pretty. They're pretty lights. And what I forgot to mention earlier is that you can also turn your mud into other mud blocks. So we got the muddy mangrove roots here. These can of course generate beneath mangrove trees, but also from the mud you can make packed mud. And from packed mud you can make a mud brick slab, normal mud bricks, we have the mud brick stairs, and then the mud brick wall. So all of these blocks, except this one, can be crafted from normal mud. And I would say they look pretty cool. Especially this one. This one is nice. Also, like I said earlier, you can actually create mud yourself. And the only thing you need for that is a water bottle. If you go to a grass field and you right click on it, it actually won't turn into mud. Nothing will happen, it's just nothing. But as soon as you click on a dirt block, it will actually turn into mud. And now we got a mud block that we can use to make packed mud and from that mud brick. So with normal dirt and a little bit of water, you will actually be able to make a mud brick house. Gone are the days of dirt homes. It is now easier than ever to make a house with actual nice blocks. Do you also love to push stuff in your boat? We all do, right? Well, now you can actually put a chest in your boat. Yeah. You can. This is a oak boat with chest. And you can actually write in it, like usual. But now if we open our inventory, you can see that we actually have an inventory here. So we will be able to put stuff inside of our boat with chest. Exploring has never been this easy. You can now literally have a chest on the go. So if you got an ender chest and you also got a chest with the boat, and then your inventory is completely clear, then you actually got lots of space to store stuff. Really, really cool. Now, of course, the boat comes in every single variant. Like you can see, there we got jungle, acacia, dark oak, and then of course also the mangrove boat with a chest. And I got to say, mangrove wood looks really, really nice. Wait, we didn't even take a look at the mangrove wood. That's one of the best parts. We got the mangrove log. You can find these inside of mangrove swamp biomes. You will cut them down with your axe, or you will strip them and then they will look like this. Pretty nice color if you ask me. But then if you put them in the crafting table, you will get this amazing looking mangrove plank. I really like how this looks. I really do. Now, of course, you can craft a mangrove slab from it. You can craft a fence from it. This is what the fence looks like. Really cool. Then the mangrove stairs. We can also get a mangrove button. You will be able to have a mangrove pressure plate. You will be able to have a mangrove door. Looks very expensive. Then we also got the mangrove trapdoor. This is what it looks like. Pretty nice. We got the mangrove fence gate, and then we got the mangrove sign. Look at that. Now it might be because mangrove is just really new, but I have to say, I think this is actually my favorite type of wood now. I really like the way it looks. I didn't really like acacia when it came out. Dark oak has pretty much been my favorite so far, but I think this one surpasses even dark oak. Then up from the light, we went down deep dark into the mines. And here we are inside of another new biome from the wild update. This is called the deep dark biome, and it's probably the biome that many of you looked the most forward to. Now I'm actually applying a night vision effect to myself, so you can actually see something, because it's really dark down here. But this is a deep dark cave, and this is the home of the Warden. By far the scariest mob in Minecraft, period. This is what a deep dark cave looks like. It has lots of skulk in it. Skulk is the block that you see pretty much everywhere here. It's called skulk. Now there will also be skulk veins growing on just normal stone. But the thing you actually want to look out for are these skulk sensors and the skulk screaker. So the skulk sensors will actually sense sound. They will sense vibration. So as soon as you walk, as soon as you drop an item, as soon as you do anything that gives off a vibration, the skulk sensor will sense it. And as soon as the skulk sensor senses too much vibrations and there's a skulk screaker in the area, a warden will actually be able to spawn. So let's just go, walk around for a bit, let's make some noise. You can hear the skulk screaker is already getting pissed off. You can also see that signals are getting sent to these skulk screakers. And after walking around for long enough, a warden will actually be able to spawn. So there we go, that is the Warden mob. The scariest mob inside of Minecraft. And it will sense my vibration as well. It is completely blind. The only thing it goes after is vibrations, and I think it can also smell you. So if you're too close, it will be able to find you. But if I'm quite far away and really silent, it shouldn't be able to actually find me. Now the Warden looks absolutely terrifying. It's a very creepy looking mob. What the freak are you even? Now the Warden will eventually despawn after it hasn't found you for a long enough time. But if it does find you, you will have a very unpleasant experience. First of all, the Warden will give you the darkness effect. And it's basically the opposite of night vision. So I'm just gonna clear my effect, just like that. So this is how much you would normally see inside of a deep dark cave without any torches. Oh yeah, that's also an achievement. If you sneak close to a Warden, you will get sneak 100, which is just an amazing reference. I really like the name of that achievement. Do you want to pass or what are you doing? I mean, you can go this way. Oh, it really wants to go that way. Now, if I would give myself the darkness effect, then this is what it would look like. So this is me with the darkness effect. Pretty much the only thing you see here is dark. And it is that the sensors kind of lit up when I activate them, but for the rest, like if I would look the other way, I would just not see a single thing. That's just terrifying. I only see his arms a little bit, but for the rest nothing, and the redstone gives me some light. And the Warden will actually give you this effect. Probably my favorite thing that has been added in Minecraft 1.19 is the new ancient cities. So this, what you see right here, is an ancient city. These cities can actually spawn inside of deep dark biomes, and they are horrifying. This is where the Warden lives. Well, actually, I don't know, but I would assume that, as this is the ancient city. It is a faded city that is completely in ruin, but it looks very, very cool. You also have to be very, very careful before you go here. I mean, your gear has to be maxed out, as in this city, Wardens roam around everywhere. Here we got skulk sensors, here we got skulk screakers, here we got another skulk screaker, there we got another skulk screaker, there is one, there is one. There's basically a skulk screaker everywhere. There is pretty much no way how a Warden will not spawn here. Now then you might be asking, KasaiSora, why would I want to go here? Besides it looking cool, I don't want to get smashed and lose all my save data, especially on hardcore, so why would I go to an ancient city? Well, the loot is epic. So here we got just a random chest, we got a saddle, we got some amethyst shards, we don't really care about that, we got soul torches and some skulk sensors. Okay, not too bad, but nothing really special, nothing we're actually looking for, so let's check this one. There we got diamond leggings with protection 4 and unbreaking 3. Okay, cool. But we also got an echo shard. Ooh, an echo shard. What is that? Well, I will tell you in a second. But we're for sure gonna take it. Just like the disc fragment. I mean, I think that already says enough. But we're also gonna take this. Because it could be very, very handy later on. The thing you pretty much want to be looking for are the echo shards, the disc fragments, and then the Swift Sneak enchantment. So Swift Sneak is a brand new enchantment inside of Minecraft. So like I mentioned before, the skulk sensors and the Warden will sense vibration. If you vibrate the ground or you make any noise at all, the skulk sensors will sense that, and the Warden will as well. Now if you actually want to explore this ancient city and you want to grab all the loot that's here, then I would highly recommend getting the Swift Sneak enchantment as fast as possible, as it will allow you to sneak, which makes almost no noise, but then at regular speed. So this is me sneaking without the Swift Sneak enchantment. And now if I put on my netherite leggings with Swift Sneak 3, yes, you actually have to put it on your leggings, not your boots. And now if I sneak and walk forward, you can see that it goes almost as fast as normal walking. Now the ancient city itself looks really great. It has a very cool design. And in the middle, or at least kind of the middle of the ancient city, you can actually find a big head statue of the Warden. So this here really looks like the head of the Warden. Here we got the ears and here we got the big mouth. And the cool thing about that is not the head. I mean, who cares? It is the blocks here around the mouth, because these blocks here are actually called reinforced deep slate, and you will only be able to find them here inside of this biome. As far as I know, there's still no crafting recipe for them, so the only place you can obtain reinforced deep slate is here inside of the ancient city, an exclusive ancient city block. Now when having collected enough disc fragments, you can actually turn them into a music disc, a brand new music disc. The song is called 5 and it's a horrifying song. Yeah, so that's kind of creepy. Now with the echo shard you can craft something really cool though. It is called the recovery compass. And it is a compass that will lead you to the last place you died. So if I would die here inside of this ancient city. Okay, there we got a warden. Hi, how are you? Okay, so if I would die here inside of this ancient city and next to my bed I would have a recovery compass, this compass would actually lead me back to this ancient city, to the exact place where I died. Now how cool is that? There's actually a way, an easy way to find back your last death location. Now it is spinning like this because I never died in this world before. As soon as I die inside of this world, it will lead me to there. But if I go to the nether, it will be spinning like this again. Until I die in the nether once. When I die in the nether, it will then lead me to my last death place in the nether. But then it will spin in the overworld. So it will only work in one world at a time and on one death at a time. Now the last new important thing I want to talk about is the LA. So let's say you find yourself a villager outpost. You're approaching it and you see all these cages here. This cage is empty, but in this cage, 2 LAs. Now the LA is actually the mob we voted for during Minecraft Live. This is a fan chosen mob and the LA is a really cool mob. First of all, it looks really cute, but second of all, it will bring you stuff. So let's give it an apple. There we go. And the mission of the LA is now to find apples and bring them to me. So let's drop an apple on the ground, just like that, and then the LA will pick it up, and after that the LA will bring them to me. We get an achievement, you've got a friend in me. Once again, I love the references, Mojang, I love them. But we can pretty much just throw apples here on the ground and the LA will go and collect all of them for me. Now LAs also really like music, so currently if I drop an apple on the ground, then the LA will collect them and bring them back to me. But if I place a note block, and if I play a note on that note block, you see that vibration going? You see that animation? The animation is going to the LA, and that means that this is now the LA's favorite note block. Yes, that's actually what Mojang calls it. This is now the LA's favorite note block. And what that means is if we drop apples now, and the LA is gonna collect them, then for the next 30 seconds, the LA will actually drop those apples at the note block. Now, if we wouldn't play this note block for 30 seconds, then the LA would just bring them to me again. But as soon as once in the 30 seconds you press the note block, the LA will keep bringing stuff to it. Now I said it in a previous video, but I'm pretty sure people are gonna do insane stuff with this. I don't know what yet. I'm not that good with redstone and crap, but with the scope sensors you will actually be able to make redstone contraptions that work completely on vibrations. Because I didn't even cover this yet, but scope sensors, these sensors over here, they will actually give off a redstone signal. So yes, you can now activate redstone contraptions with sound, with vibrations. And with the LA you can even make it so that they will bring stuff to a note block. Now of course you can do lots of stuff with hoppers, like bring items from one location to the other one. But the nice thing about an LA is that it's completely like wireless, you could say. I mean, if there will be a wall here and for some reason you wouldn't be able to put redstone through the wall, then you can always have an LA on one side. Let's say there would be a dropper here that just dropped apples, and then the LA would collect those apples and bring them to the note block that's close. Now if you make it so that the LA actually hears the note block and that the note block makes a sound every 30 seconds, then the LA will just bring them to there, and it can be a hopper here that grabs the apples again, and I don't know, people will come up with stuff, I'm sure. But that's gonna be really cool. And that will be everything for today. I covered every big important thing that has been added in Minecraft 1.19, the Wild Update. Now I didn't go over every single small detail, like the fact that you can also have a tadpole in a bucket for example, or the fact that if you're sneaking and you stand on a scope sensor, that it will actually always sense vibrations even though you're sneaking, while if you're sneaking past it, it won't. I mean, those are just all very small details and I didn't cover every single one of those, but the big lines, we covered all of them. This is Minecraft 1.19, the brand new Wild Update. It will be coming out today and it's gonna be epic. So hopefully you're looking forward to it as much as I do. Maybe you're even already playing. Anyhow, I really really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like it if you're new to the channel, not subscribed yet, and you did enjoy the content. Make sure to smash that subscribe button and click on the notification bell. You would really help me out by doing that. You actually would. I did already make a 10k special, but once again I want to thank you guys so extremely much for the 10k subscribers. Hitting that milestone is an absolute dream come true, and it only makes me more motivated to make more videos for you guys, taking YouTube even more serious than I'm already doing. 50k will be the next milestone. I know it seems like a lot. It's literally what I have 4 times over, but I'm sure we can do it. So KasaiSora, road to 50k, let's freaking go. Anyways guys, I want to thank you so much again. I hope you have an amazing day. Make sure to click like, click subscribe, and then with all that being said, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.